All right, guys. Hey, Coach Brad here with Team WAG. So we're going to talk a little bit about the WAG Reads Book Club, which I'm super excited about. We talked about this, man, it's probably about maybe a month ago or so. So what we're going to be looking at is kind of the general outline and how it's going to be formed, some of the rules, some of the things that are going to be going on, so that way if you're interested and you want to get involved, we have a good little structure for you to follow, okay? So I'm just going to kind of get into it. This is going to be short and sweet. I'm going to be posting all this stuff on the team members page so that way everybody can see it. It's going to be on our separate Facebook account, which you will all get access to. Again, I'm going to post it on the members page. I will preface this: if you have friends, family members who are wanting to get involved in a book club, this is going to be absolutely phenomenal. However, they're going to need to be WAG members. So if you want to kind of share the little bit of that knowledge and also help them get a little bit healthier for the new year, have them join Team WAG, man. We're always looking for new amazing people. So I'm going to kind of go through this a little bit. I'm going to go through the basic intent, some of the guidelines and rules in a sense. And then again, you guys will get hard copies or digital copies of all this stuff, so that way you can see it and read it if I come across confusing or anything like that. And then actually on the Facebook page that we'll have, it'll be in the description, so that way you can go on there and you can see it and you can read it and you can keep up to date on it, okay? So first off, this is very much meant to be obviously a part of WAG, but we want to try and reach deeper and further than that. So the idea is that we want to try and become a little bit better people, a little bit better humans in general. We're very fortunate to be a part of a team that is literally international. So I mean, we can get all kinds of different perspectives and ideas and things from people that walk different paths than we do, and there's no better way than to learn and to become a little bit of a better person yourself than to, you know, be able to take in and give input on other things that people think. This book club is not, I repeat, is not just going to be nutrition. It's going to be personal, professional growth. It's going to be, you know, education, whether it's nutrition, fitness, behavior stuff, leadership, some of the things that maybe go on in our head that we don't even realize that we're doing or thinking about. And this is hopefully going to be able to create some context into why we're thinking certain things or why we're feeling the way, and get input from other people who might be feeling the same way or maybe feel a little bit different, and can maybe help you find your balance and find your path. We're basically going to do 4 books a year, okay? So we're going to make it quarterly. So every 3 months we're going to be popping out a new book. This is very much meant to be user-friendly, okay? This isn't going to be like a speed read book club where we're crushing like 10 books a month kind of thing, okay? You know, a lot of people on here are parents, they're full-time workers, there's a lot of stuff going on, so we want to make it tangible and easy for people to use. So one of the things is we're going to pick a topic. So you, as the members group, will get to pick the very first book that we read, and then every 3 months from there, we're going to basically vote. We're going to put it on the Facebook poll, which I already have 3 books picked out that I'm going to let you guys vote on, and a lot of that is based from the content from before. So when we made that little tag in that post, all the books that we got from people that wanted to kind of be a part of this thing, I took kind of like the top authors and things like that, and kind of took into account like the new year and maybe where we're trying to go and some of the resolutions that people have and the goals, and you as a community get to vote on that book. So there's a few things that have to be a part of that book. One, it has to be digital, so that way people who have Kindles, iPads, or whatever the case may be can pull it up digitally and be able to read it. Obviously there'll be a paperback, and then also audio. All right, so that's going to be the criteria for choosing a book. So any of the books that we vote on, those books will have that criteria, okay, minimum. So if you are super geeked about a book and you want the people to share it, make sure that it's in those 3 formats, so that way we can all share it, whether people want to listen to it on their way to work, or whatever the case may be. It makes it easy and tangible for everybody to be able to partake in it. Okay, we're gonna set some standards. So when we pick our book, we'll kind of go through it, and I have all of our amazing coaches, you guys obviously as influencers and people who are going to be helping, that'll kind of help us set maybe the chapter structures, so that way we're not reading too quick, and we're going to kind of base those questions off the kind of the basic criteria that we set. With that being said, we're going to have a bi-weekly discussion. So every other Sunday, all right, we're going to post a question, whether that's live, someone throws it in the Facebook group. However it's going to be is basically going to be a question that's meant to invoke thought, creativity, think outside the box a little bit, maybe challenge you a little bit, and maybe thinking of ways that you don't normally think, which is always a great way to grow and become a stronger and deeper person. One of the things that we found when we were putting this thing together is that a book club is more successful when it has different leaders leading different discussions. So every other week, we're hoping that we will get some contribution from Team WAG, you guys. Maybe coaches here and there will be popping in some questions and leading that discussion, so that way we're all on the same page and we're getting different perspectives. Because if I'm asking a question, obviously I have certain tendencies that I'm going to fall in line with, and the idea is I might be asking kind of the same generalized questions all the time, and that's going to be kind of limiting in the way that we don't want this to be limiting. We want to be very expansive and allow people to think and be challenged in different ways. So the best way to do that, obviously, is to get input. So if you're on Team WAG and you're going to be a part of this book club and you are interested in helping, throw in some questions, don't be afraid to let us know. info@workingitsgravity.com is where you're going to throw most of your questions, or don't be afraid to post it in the members page, the WAG members, or the WAG book members page, not the actual members page, the book club page. And that way I know that you're interested, and we can get the team together and we can start working, and maybe if we get enough people, we'll make a schedule or something. But this is meant to be fun. It's not meant to be, something that people have to do. Obviously, we want to encourage participation, but at the same time, we want it to be fun and encouraging at the same time. Generally, when we get to those questions, we want them to be open-ended. So we want them to create conversation, dialogue between people. With that being said, obviously a lot of us are different. We're going to have different mentalities and different opinions about certain things, and whether it's a fiction book, a non-fiction book, nutrition, education, whatever the case may be, obviously the main thing that we want to encourage is positivity. Okay, so if you don't necessarily agree with somebody, we just really respect the fact that you respect them, and we keep all the messages happy and positive, and sometimes we just have to agree to disagree, but we really want this to be a positive thing, and we're going to have people monitoring the language and things like that. So we just really want to keep it clean and fun, you guys. And I know we have an amazing community, but of course we have to kind of say that stuff just to put it out there and make sure that everybody knows about it. So we just want to encourage those pieces, and keep people happy and healthy and working together as a team. Anytime that you're looking to post a question, feel free. If you want to put something in the WAG Book Club page, and you're curious about something, you're looking for some insight or some curiosities, by all means post that in there. Okay, we want this to be something that is not limiting. We want it to be structured, but at the same time, we want to obviously allow you to think freely and be able to express yourself and all that kind of good stuff. So the idea is that we really just focus on, again, positive messages and open thought and open questions, so that way people can, comment and things like that. Not so much maybe a statement can be kind of limiting. So we want to be open-ended with our discussion, so that way people can contribute. We talked about the bi-weekly discussion. So topics, right? Like I talked about before, personal growth, education, fiction, non-fiction books. One of the rules that we're going to try and adhere to is each quarter we have at least a different topic, right? So we're not going to do 2 personal growth books in a row. That's the idea. We're not going to do 2 fiction or 2 educational, right? And I know some of those will kind of blend a little bit, which is okay. But as a group, when we put those books up for the 3 for everybody to vote on, those books will generally be in a different genre or area, so that way we're not kind of retracing our steps in a sense. We're continuing to grow and expand, and we're challenging ourselves in different ways to be able to, kind of increase our knowledge base and not be so linear. Okay. So again, I am very, 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 very excited. I have just recently started to kind of get into books, reading and audio. I tend to be a little bit more audio right now, just because I'm super busy, so I like to listen to that stuff on my way to work, to and from clients and things like that. So it's really nice for me to be able to kind of dive into something like this, something that I've never really had a lot of experience with. So I'm super excited, and I hope you guys are too. This is something that can help us bring and build a lot of camaraderie in our community that's already fantastic, and really help push ourselves outside of the realms of just being nutrition or fitness based. This is really us coming together as a community and working hard and reading and learning together and really building an awesome relationship with one another, where we don't get a chance to necessarily do that all the time, and we kind of have like our inner circles and our tight-knit groups, and this is a chance for us to kind of go outside of that and hear different people's perspective from all the way across the world. There's not too many places that you can do that, and this is super exciting, and Working Its Gravity is an amazing thing to be able to offer this. Obviously, it's free for everybody. Again, you got to be a WAG member, though. So if there are any questions, please feel free to post it in the WAG Book Club page, which you'll be getting linked to in the members page very, very, very soon, along with the general layout and kind of the rules, so that way you can see them, just so that way if I missed anything, you guys can see it and read it. Again, I hope you guys again have an amazing day. This is super exciting, and I can't wait to start it. We are looking to get the books out to vote this week, so be sure to be paying attention to the WAG members page, so that way we can vote on our book. We will be starting probably January 2nd is when we will officially do that. So if you know what book we're going to get, tell those family members, you're looking for a stocking stuffer or something like that, we can get the book going ahead, and you can start reading and following the criteria, and we'll get this party started, man. I'm super excited. Thank you everybody for joining me today. If you have any questions, hit us up on the book club page. Send an invite. The search in Facebook is WAG Book Club. And as long as you're a Team WAG member, we will add you, and we will get this party started. All right, guys? Again, I am Coach Brett Giglio. Thank you very much, and have a fantastic Tuesday.